You are now tuned in to BFTV, Buffalo Fanatics. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico, back at it again and ready to hit you over the head with the yikes. Playoffs are done. yo, what are we supposed to talk about in the offseason? Let me tell you something. There's going to be a whole lot to talk about. And it starts with this. I want to give a shout out to each and every one of you guys supporting Buffalo Fanatics on the gram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere. Small announcement to make, small achievement. We've actually reached 2,000 subscribers. Hip hip boom. Is one of the goals that we did have of reaching 2,000, and we did it. We started our YouTube page October 1st, and it's grown into a small little unit, but I mean, with a little bit of grinding and a little hard work, it's gonna pay off, man. We're probably are the biggest Bills channel right now. We're trying to be, at least, but if we're not there, we'll get there with your support. So shout out to all the fanatics that are out there, and without further ado, let's get right into it. The Bills just fired, relieved, let go, however you want to call it, Rick Dennison. It's been something that we've been calling for a long time. The offense just wasn't where it needed to be. Let's call a spade a spade. It's the facts. We were 31st in passing offense. We were 6th in rushing. Anywhere else, we just weren't very good. So one of the changes that McBean decided to make, if you guys don't know who McBean is, it is McDermott and Brandon Bean. They decided to say, you know what, peace out, Mr. Dennison. A lot of things were revealed. Let's talk about one thing. He has never play called before. What? You mean with all that experience, you mean Kubiak never gave you a shot and said, you know what, it's time for you to call a game? Man, did we ever flub that choice in an offensive coordinator? I mean, let's be real. We didn't really have anybody coming wanting to, come to Buffalo. So we got Dennison. Dennison did what he could. He made some adjustments, just wasn't good enough. So we didn't even go a week without really thinking about it. We brought in Brian Daboll, the former offensive coordinator from Alabama. Roll Tide. I almost made it like it was West Side. Ooh, hold on a second. Yo, that beat goes hard. My bad. Here we go. So, Brandon Daboll comes to Buffalo. It seems as though he's one of the hot, popular names that were out there, and we wasted no time, and we plucked him from Alabama to run our offense. Let me tell you, I wasn't sure how to feel about this. This was one of those situations where I was like, wow, that was really fast. That was extremely fast. But sometimes when you make a move really fast, it's because you wanted that move. This individual has struck a chord with Buffalo, and it seems as though there's a bit of a connection with McDermott and Daboll. It seems as though they have crossed paths before at William and Mary. So let me give you a little bit of a background on Daboll. Let me just get right into it. Offensive coordinator for Alabama. He got lured from the Patriots, but before he went to the Patriots, he started his career with the Patriots, and then he moved his way around. He went to Miami, he went to Cleveland. He started in Cleveland, then went to Miami, then went to Kansas City, and play called each and every one of those years. Now, the quarterbacks that he had weren't great. He had Matt Castle, he had Quinn, he had just not very good quarterbacks. I mean, Chad Henne. So let's just call it this way. When you don't have a quarterback, we already know how it is. You don't have a quarterback, your offense is not going to go anywhere. So that's exactly what happened in Cleveland. That's exactly what happened in Miami and in Cleveland and in Kansas City. Now, I will say this. In Miami, he started off 0-8. The quarterback he had was Mr. Chad Henne. Now, here's the good thing that happened in this situation. Mr. Chad Henne was benched, and Matt Moore came in, and Matt Moore decided to come in and light things up. 6-2 the Dolphins went. So I actually went back and looked at some film, and I suggest you do the same. his play calling is a mixed bag. He goes from power running to single back to trips right to 3 receiver sets, so you will never know what he's doing. There's even a play that I went back when they're playing the Dallas Cowboys. Check this out. You've got a center with his quarterback under center, and you've got no one to his left and everyone to their right. It was a run play to Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush missed a hole that he had a massive hole, but the point is he will mix it up with this offense. So let's give him a warm welcome, man. Congratulations. I was a little off put because I feel that we did a quick hire, but sometimes you know what you want and you go get it. You don't wait for anybody else. You don't wait till the list of offensive coordinators are starting to dwindle down. We took the guy we wanted. Now we can focus on getting our quarterback via draft or via free agency. Now you made it. You made the cut. Let's make things happen, man. We have the defense. We just need a quarterback and an offense. And speaking of quarterback, we need to get one via free agency. Now, before we can even hit free agency, we got to find out how much money we got. What do we got in the bank? So right now, according to ESPN stats and information, we are currently sitting at $37 million in cap space. Now, that $37 million can actually jump up to $47 million with cutting Tyrod Taylor. Now, most people know the chances are of Tyrod Taylor coming back to Buffalo are slim to none. And if he does come back, that is a travesty because we cannot have another year with Tyrod under center. Now, anything is crazy enough to happen. If it does happen, that'll be extremely disappointing. I'm hoping that whoever they bring in to compete with Tyrod just beats him outright, and that's that. Now, that being said, we can cut Tyrod, release Tyrod, trade Tyrod, however you want to call it, and free up about $9 to $10 million in cap space, which bumps us up to 47. Now, there's one other player that potentially is on the cut block or the trade block, however you want to call it. We can actually get rid of $4.75 mil by trading Mr. Cordy Glenn. For those that are not familiar with Cordy Glenn, he is our left tackle that you didn't really see all year because of his ankle, foot injury, or if it's a back injury. Those are the 3 injuries that my man has suffered with his time with Buffalo. So sometimes you got to call what it is and say, you know what, sometimes we got to find someone that we can find a trading partner. We will move on from Cordy Glenn, insert my man Deion Dawkins at left tackle, and we have our left tackle for the next 5 to 10 years in Deion Dawkins because my man held it down. You already know. So that being said, that could actually propel us to 50+ million in the bank with a few cuts here, with a few releases there. We can sit pretty at $60 million in the bank. So to me, and I'll share my views later on that, we have some funny money that we can play with. So why not dive into free agency and fill some holes that we have on this Buffalo team? Here's the bottom line in all of this. Brian Daboll gets a fresh start. To me, it feels like a fresh start because you've done your rounds, you've gone to the collegiate level, you've now been selected. It wasn't that you just got a positional coach and that's it. You've been selected. You were high enough on people's list that you are the guy. So you will be looked at to really transform and change this Bills offense. It's been lacking for years. We need something to happen. Yes, we've been a very good run team for years upon years upon years, but we need a passing attack. Now, you can get the coach all you want, but will you get the quarterback? And that is what we need. So you got Brian Daboll coming with a fresh start, hometown boy from Buffalo. He's a Canadian, just so you know. Shout out to the Canadians. Hey, yo. And you've got 2 first-round picks that you can play with. So you will definitely have input on who you have under center for our Bills, and I'm hoping that you bring in someone that can throw the ball and is a natural passer. A shout out to Baker Mayfield and some of these guys that are out there, but there's some good free agent quarterbacks that are out there. Now, that being said, he is got some familiarity with our team. If you guys didn't realize, he actually coached for the Miami Dolphins, and on that Miami Dolphins team, Charles Clay was a rookie. So he's familiar with Charles Clay. So you bringing them back together, there's a bit of a connection there. So that's the connection that you get there. So hey, listen, man. He's coming back to Buffalo, coaching some old players, and he's got connection with the coach. That's the trifecta right there. Here's the deal. here is the deal. Here are my thoughts, my final thoughts on this whole situation, on this team, what we're doing in the offseason, and what direction we should go. This is all my opinion. Hit me up if you guys feel exactly how I feel. If you disagree with me, hit me in the comment section below and blast me all you want. But a lot of you guys agree with me because that keeps it mother effing real. So let's hit it. We got 2 picks in the first round. And if you really want to make things happen, at first I was all about keeping your picks and filling holes. But if we've made enough room under the cap and we have 50 plus mil to 60 mil, man, spend all that money and bring in the free agents. If you got to pay that money, you got to pay to play, you got to bring in the guys to make things happen. Now, that being said, if you're really about it, if you're really about it, you will take those 2 picks in the first round. You will trade them to at least get into the top 10, top 5 if you can, right? Put in Cordy Glenn, send him to the Colts, for crying out loud. God knows that Andrew Luck needs protection. So send the 2 first-round picks plus Cordy Glenn. We'll take that third-round pick, that third pick, and then we have who we need to get at quarterback. That's number 1. Number 2. 2 quarterbacks that we should definitely be hitting up in free agency. One of them is Alex Smith. Alex Smith is a damn good quarterback. And a lot of people try to compare him to Tyrod Taylor, but that is in no way, shape, or form anything alike. These guys are 2 different quarterbacks. The only thing that you can say is they're both athletic quarterbacks. But Alex is a passer. 4,000 plus yards throwing this year, 25 touchdowns, 26 touchdowns, give or take, 5 interceptions. That is your game manager. Won't make mistakes and will throw the damn ball. Now, if Alex Smith is somehow retained or goes somewhere else, bring in Teddy Bridgewater. I said it, I'll say it again. Bring me Teddy Bridgewater. Give him a 1-year deal. We don't know how his knee is going to hold up. So you know what? You have that guy. And then what you do after that, and number 3, you use the cap to bring in the free agents. So let me recap what we're doing. Number 1, take your 2 draft picks. Put them up with Cordy Glenn. Put some things together. Tyrod Taylor. Do whatever you got to do. Trade it to try to get in the top 10 pick. Number 2, bring in those free agents. Bring in a free agent quarterback. Either Teddy Bridgewater, or you bring in Alex Smith. Those 2 boys can come in and make the difference. Hold it down as the rookie learns behind it. And then don't forget, you got Nate Peterman in the backfield, in your quarterback room as well. So you got vet quarterback, rookie quarterback, and a developing quarterback. You got those 3 guys in the room. You can't go wrong with that. And last but not least, with all that damn cap room, pay people to come play in Buffalo. I'm telling you, Micah Hyde already said it. And so everybody's a little skeptical of coming to Buffalo. But once they see the culture, once they see the fans, once they see exactly what's going down, they want nothing else but to stay in Buffalo and make things happen. So there you have it. That's my bottom line. And by the way, I'm about to make a pick on who goes to the Super Bowl. It's gonna be, drum roll, Vikings, Pats, Super Bowl. You can't go wrong with that. The Vikings defense is too damn fierce. The Jacksonville Jaguars will put a valiant effort against the Patriots, but the Patriots with Tom Brady is just too damn much, and that Patriots defense is underrated. They're actually a good, solid defense all around. So it'll be the Vikings, it'll be the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to pick the Super Bowl winner, but you already know who I want them to win. It's going to be the Vikings. The Vikings go in and win the damn Super Bowl. If that's that, it is what it is. You guys are going to be rocking with your boy Rico. Back once again. Hit me up on the Twitter, Rico_BSN, Facebook, IG at RicoB9. Listen, we're going to start making these videos more often. If you guys have videos that you guys would like me to make, hit me up. Let me know what's popping, and we'll make things happen. It's your boy. And I'm gone.